Some of you are going to love it. Some of you are going to hate it. But Donald Trump's bond in his civil fraud case has been reduced from $454 million down to $175 million. Let's talk about it. This is Brendan Borman, and this is a 270 video. I'll be playing as Candace Owens in the background, but the main news today is the New York Appeals Court has reduced Trump's bond by almost 60%. The court is giving Trump an additional 10 days to post the bond, which the former president said on Monday that he would pay. After the ruling, Trump said, "I'll greatly respect the decision of the appellate division, and I will post the $175 million in cash or bonds or security or whatever is necessary very quickly within the 10 days, and I thank the appellate division for acting quickly," end quote. Obviously, cash would be ideal because Trump would not have to pay any additional fees. But before Monday's ruling, he was liable for $454 million, most of the fraud judgment, but the amount was increasing by more than $111,000 a day because of added interest. This comes just weeks after Donald Trump had to put up a bond for the $91 million Eugene Carroll case. He didn't have enough cash for that. I know there have been some other things going on behind the scenes, but he acted like the $175 million was just a slap on the wrist versus the $454 million was such a really big deal. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think Donald Trump has the cash, but I'll believe it when I see it. But I'm really curious to hear the reactions from everyone here. What do you think? This feels like an unprecedented thing, not only from the fine itself. Like, I thought the fine itself was ridiculous. But then I don't know how you just have one judge who assigns this $454 million judgment, and then all of a sudden at the 11th hour, it's significantly cut in more than half. I just don't understand. I'm not a legal expert by any means. Full disclosure, I do support President Trump. So it's one of those things. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. If there's anyone in the comments who knows more about why, that would be really great to hear. I know the Trump brand is valued at over $10 billion, but a 2021 financial statement put his net worth at $4.5 billion, and most of its assets are not cash. I mean, who carries that much cash? It's in real estate. And so it's hard to get his hands on money, cash. Now, again, he shouldn't be saying defamation and all his different judgments against him. Those, are going to cost him. But I just am trying to understand today's ruling, and everything that I have seen, especially from the left on social media, is an outcry. I haven't seen much from the right. It is pretty brand new, but we'll see. This just resets Donald Trump's clock. We'll be able to see if he does put up the cash payment, and it'll be the next domino to fall in the wild case that is Donald Trump. I'm going to go ahead and transition over to my 270 gameplay. So I'm playing as Candace Owens. I started off in state groups, and I had Kamala Harris go straight for national groups. I could go for a big New York steal or a California steal, but I have a good feeling that Kamala's probably going to defend on this turn. So let's just go up in Pennsylvania, up in Wisconsin, and see what Kamala does. She does spend her counting gown money in Arizona, and he does pressure me in Florida, which is going to be huge. I chose Candace Owens because just recently she was ousted from the Daily Wire. I don't know if she got into it with Ben Shapiro. Has something to do with the Israel-Palestine conflict. But anyway, I don't know. Just wanted to back Candace Owens. I do respect her. I do like Ben Shapiro as well. They both speak freely, and they are their own personality. But in this case, I think that Candace Owens might have been treated a little bit unfairly. Now, unfortunately for us in this game, we do lose the Latino bonus with the loss of Arizona and then not pressuring in Nevada, Colorado, and New Mexico a little bit earlier. That's going to maybe cost us, especially when we had swing state money. We have a very, very soft lead in Illinois. And now Florida is at risk as Kamala Harris makes the decision to lock Illinois, which is probably a good one that pretty much guarantees her to have Latino the rest of the game, except we are able to come through with a big New York steal that will take away Town and Gown. It'll also take away the high-tech bonus. We can now defend Pennsylvania, go up in Massachusetts. I'm going to go up a little bit in Georgia. And then I'm really saving some of this African-American money, and I should have put it into Florida. What am I thinking? That was such an obvious move with her Latino money. I could have blocked that and won the game. No, she lost Latino. That's right. I took it away with the New York steal. So I guess it wasn't that obvious, but still, that was maybe her only move. It is turn number 13. And sometimes when you're playing a 1-minute timer, you can easily forget something. Luckily for us, we're going to have a locked New York. We don't have to worry about that very soon. We do have African-American money. She just spends the $300,000 in Florida. And now we need to get into some more states. We have 261 electorals. Kamala Harris is up to 198. But there's quite a few that are open. And so I'm going to not be able to get into every state. I'm just picking a few, maybe oil and gas states. Colorado is defended. I wonder if we can steal New Mexico. We did steal Nevada with our swing. New Mexico, we do get to the 10th pip, so hopefully that will take away Latino. It should, because let's go up and get oil and gas. Texas, we're going to defend. And wasting a lot of money, $941,000 spent. We do lose swing and export, so probably Pennsylvania, and Georgia. So that costs us swing. And this 1-minute timer is so fast. Going to double pip the open states. Have to defend Texas. Going to try to go for Colorado one more time. Export is something we can take away with Oregon and Washington. I have all this AA money, but nowhere to really put it because Florida's locked. We do get export. She gets ag. Here is the ballot round. We're going to go for Georgia again. Probably going to be defense, but we have all this AA money. Going to go for Connecticut and Massachusetts in high tech. Maybe might have to leave Washington alone. Hopefully she goes for different states. I can... Man, I had a lot of wasted Old South money. So the good news is we're at 318 EVs. Georgia is defended nicely by Kamala. But we do get Massachusetts, so that should pretty well do it. 329, we do lose Oregon. We do hold on to Tennessee, which was an odd choice for her to go after with AA. She does flip Washington, but we are able to win with a final score of 309 EVs for Candace Owens to 229 for Kamala Harris. So that was a good game. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Wanted to give you the Donald Trump news. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you next time on the next 270 video.